Hey, it's Emily and this is going to be a reading vlog. So it's time to tackle my first 12 from 12 Friends book, and as you may have seen in my January TBR video, the first one that I will be reading in 2024 is As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson, which is Becca's pick from Becca. I'll leave her channel down below, and I'm going to be vlogging every book that I read for those 12 books from 12 Friends. This is the first one, probably the chunkiest, definitely up there on the list. I've got my bookmark ready. I've got my Agatha Christie one because mystery, I guess. I started reading this a while ago. I reckon I got maybe 80 pages in. Yeah, I've seen that, so at least 10 chapters in, but actually isn't that much. Up to page 87 I reckon I got to, but I'm going to reread it all, like the first 80 pages, and hopefully finish it off. I really want to enjoy it. Everyone seems to love it. Becca especially, she loves it, and I think it's really cool. It's got like mixed media bits in it, like graphs and interview tapes or like articles or something, literally pictures. So I'm excited to read it, and I just need to actually read it. Okay, also this is a really like stupid moment of me, but for literally I want to say like a year that I've had this, like the first year, or like that I've seen the cover, I genuinely thought it was pillows and bed sheets on the cover. No idea where that came from because it's very clearly like duct tape, but like for some reason I literally thought it was pillows and bed sheets on the cover. But very excited to read this, and I'm on my lunch break now, so I'm gonna go cook some lunch. The audiobook I believe is on Everand, so I'm gonna pop that on, get into it while I cook something. I don't know what I'm gonna cook, but I have eggs and I kind of feel like something eggy. I don't know, maybe I'll just have soup, be boring. But yeah, this is I probably should say something about the book. If you don't know, this is the third book in the Good Girls Guide to Murder trilogy. I read the first two like literally when they came out and just never picked up the third one. I think the size put me off, and I've read 5 Survive by Holly Jackson, and I just have let this series go. I read the novella, I literally read everything and then got put off by the size. I think got 80 pages in or 90 pages in, realised it literally did barely made a dent and just gave up. It's about 557 pages, 552-ish pages I think it is, so yeah, wish me luck with this. I'm sure I'm going to really enjoy it because I did really like the first two. Like I think they're like 4.5 stars, but I look rough today, I look horrendous, and I just want to get reading. And it's the last book on my January TBR, and it's the 15th today, so halfway through the month, and this is the last book on my TBR, so then hopefully I can mood read after. So yeah, I'll see you soon with the update, baby. Hello, so it's the next day. It is now, no, it's not Wednesday yet, Tuesday the 16th of January. I look a mess, I feel a mess, but what's not a mess is my reading, because I have made some solid progress on As Good as Dead. I'm nearly halfway-ish. I'm at least, oh, I don't even know where I am because I've definitely listened to past this point. Let me figure out where I am. Okay, so I am actually on page 243, so I think that's pretty decent. Nearly halfway, nearly. It's quite a long book, but I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, thank you, Becca. I don't know where to begin with this. So I read about, I want to say 75 pages yesterday on Chloe's sprints while I did some painting. I painted a deer. This is my first time using watercolour in like years before I went to university, I think even. So I tried to paint a deer. That was a bit of a fail, so yeah. But I sat and did that and listened to about 70-ish pages, and then today at work I was doing a lot of like invoicing and just mundane tasks that I didn't really need to use my brain for. So while I was doing that I listened to the rest of it, as much as I've done. So, and when I did that I listened to up to there. So yeah, really enjoying it. I'm very hooked into mystery. I don't know what else to say really. I am really enjoying it. I want to continue reading. So I'm going to pop it on tonight while I do things like clean the rabbit hutch, because it's full clean day today. Yeah, my housemate's cooking dinner again, so I'll go out and sit with them when we eat and all that and chat after. But yeah, I'm going to sit until then, sit and read. I have nothing else really to say. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So this does follow Pip, and instead of her kind of solving a already existing mystery, I guess. She believes that she's being stalked, and it's kind of following that and then kind of linking it to a case. I won't say any more than that, I guess. But, oh, actually, it says it on the back. Pip soon discovers the connection between her stalker and a local serial killer, but the police refuse to act. So yeah, I guess it's following that. It's so good. It's really good. I don't know if I'm getting 5-star feelings yet or anything like the others were, but I am still really enjoying it, and I'm so glad Becca's making me pick it up again, because I don't know why I wasn't enjoying it.
Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets die.
So we have a 306 page update, as in I'm on page 306, not I've read 306 pages. What just happened? What happened at the end of part 1? I thought the whole mystery was going to be for the whole book, and we'd find out at the end. But we already know what happens, and it was a very dramatic scene. If you know, you know. I'm trying to keep this like non-spoilering, but it was a dramatic end to part 1. But now in part 2, I don't know where this is going to go, because I thought the whole book was going to be that mystery, I guess. We don't know what she's going to do with that situation. I thought all that drama that has just happened would happen like here. Like at least there. But I've just been painting, listening to it, and I am hooked. Why didn't I read this sooner? It took me a while to remember like who the characters are. I probably should have watched like a recap video or someone's non-spoilery reading vlogs, or like spoilery reading vlogs of the first ones, but I didn't. So here I am trying to remember everyone. It's making me want to reread the first 2, but I can't do that. I can't do that. You can see where the gap where it normally sits is, so I am really enjoying this. So much more than I thought I would, because I thought like it's not gonna be as good as the others, but it is. It is getting there. At the minute I'm getting 4.5 vibes, but I am like just over halfway. I've still got 250 odd pages to go, so it's a chunk up, but we're getting there. And as long as we're enjoying it, we're having fun, and well, fun? Is that the right word to use for a book like this? We're having a good reading experience. And it's all fiction, but I just want to know where it's going to go now. So I don't know if I'll do any more painting tonight, because my back's aching. I feel like I'm getting a cold. I'm very sniffly tonight, and I feel really bad. Like I just feel kind of coldy, and all I want to do is curl up and read. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Might put like an ASMR room ambience stuff on the TV, and then just chill with the audiobook on. Maybe do some colouring, some dot to dot, just some like relaxing crafty things. I've been doing like crisscross, you know, the ones that's not like a word search, but like you have the words and you have to like match them. I've been doing a few of those listening to audiobooks, because I seem to be able to separate it. It's like I can do Sudokus while listening to an audiobook, because in my mind it's very like I can separate words and letters, words and numbers, if that makes sense. It might just be gibberish, but yes, I also had some kind of semi-exciting news today. So last night, like literally after I read like the 70-ish pages of this last night, basically I've had a bit of a midlife crisis at 23, and I wanted to completely retrain, get another degree in something completely different, like literally completely different. And then I realised obviously I would have to fund it myself, and where am I meant to get like 8 grand a year from? So I then realised that I probably can't do that. So that means I can't work in that like industry, that job. So then I decided to basically animals. I want to work with animals, and I can't afford to do a zoo management course, which is what I really want to do because I don't have like 16 grand for the 2-year course, so single tier. So last night after I read this, literally I went onto London Zoo website, and the deadline to apply for a volunteer was last night at midnight. So at like 10 PM I filled out the application form, and today they emailed me saying come along to our induction-y kind of session to make sure that I'm cool, they're cool, go through everything, and if they're happy then I can start volunteering at London Zoo, which I think would be very cool. And if I can't, you know, work there like I really want to, then I guess volunteering is good enough and they'll pay for expenses. So yeah, that'd be a nice way to spend like a couple of days a month there. So yeah, but aside from that, I want to get back reading. I need to do my one thought a day for today. I think I didn't, yeah, I haven't done today yet, so I need to do that for today. And that's my evening. I just want to like have a hot bath and relax, but I don't like having baths here because the hot water is just weird. So it takes about 10 years to run a nice warm bath. That's it, and I'll catch up with you when I next have an update. But definitely want to keep going with this. I am hooked to say the least. So I got to chapter 39, the start of chapter 39 the other night after I gave my last update. So I read like 300 pages ish at least last night, or the night before. So it's now 2 days later. Didn't really read anything yesterday. I think I listened to like one chapter. It's kind of changed direction. It's a different vibe for sure, I think. I don't know how I feel about this new direction it's taking. I don't feel like I'm loving it as much as it was until that kind of drama happened. It's still good, it's still okay, but I'm on my lunch break now, so I'm going to try and read some. I want to finish it today. I was going to try and finish it yesterday. Work was crazy and I barely had a break except to run to Tesco's, and then I had a friend over, so I didn't get a chance to read any last night, but I'm going to pick it up again today. Now on my lunch break I'm going to listen to some and just relax for a little bit. I got about half an hour break today, hopefully. I'm exhausted. We stayed up too late yesterday because we were playing It Takes Two on the Xbox, on my Xbox here. We just like laying in bed till like midnight playing It Takes Two. Oh my god, also the day that I'm recording this, it's freezing outside. Like it was -5 on Tuesday, so today's Thursday, probably about -2. That's what it was yesterday as well. I am boiling. Like last night I had the fan on, but I was just, yeah, so hot. And so like literally now I've got a crop top and then pyjama shorts on while working because I am just really warm. The sun does come in really nicely from my room on that side, so that's what it must be. But yeah, anyway, back to the book. Yeah, the direction it's taken, I'm not sure I'm a massive fan of. It can kind of either go one or two ways, but I'm not sure which way I'd be happier with. I'm not a massive fan of some choices that have been made, but we've got to roll with it. Once you make that decision you have to commit, so that's exactly what Pip's doing. And it's kind of hard to say without giving any spoilers. Maybe I'll give like a spoiler section review at the end of the video once I finish the book and actually talk about things. But yeah, I've got, I don't know, maybe 100-ish, got about 130 pages left, so I reckon I can do that today if I tried. Might do some more painting, and yeah, tonight I mean, not now. That is my little update, but I guess I'll catch up with you soon when I have something interesting to say, which is never, but hey ho, adios. Beautiful angle. I just couldn't be bothered to move from bed. Actually, oh my god, I don't want to spill more water if you ignore my laundry. So I just got to a bit in the book, which is chapter 46, page 465. I feel like that would have been such a cool ending. Like the way that chapter just ended. Like I thought that was the end of the audiobook when I was just listening to it while doing these like crisscross things, and I thought that was the end of the book because I was like, oh, that's such a sick ending, it just ends there. It was like chapter 46, and I just found the page in my book and there's still 90 pages left, so I was ready for that to be like such a cool ending, but we've still got like 80 pages to go. So I thought I'd just jump in there and be like, whoa, this book just keeps going. It feels like it's now going to be like a third book, you know, it's like a TV series, and that was like season 1, just finished season 2, and now on to season 3. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting, despite it being like only 2 parts. But I feel like that would have been such a cool ending. What I'm on about is like the podcast trailer. If you know, you know. Like if it just ended at the end of that, because the audiobook had like the sound effects, music, jingle. If it just ended there, that would have been so cool. But I'm sure these 80 pages that are still coming are going to be worth it. But I do feel like it's more of a 4-star now. I know I said 4.5. But yeah, I'm sticking with 4 at the minute, so unless anything wild really does happen that shocks me and all that, then yeah, I have no idea what the time is. 1:56. I should probably get back to work in about 5 minutes. But yeah, I'll catch up with you hopefully when I finish this, unless anything else happens that I need to talk about. Work done. What is this angle? I'm just trying to avoid the clean laundry that I have done on my bed. But yeah, work's done. I'm just like listening to As Good as Dead now. I've got the Driver era on. I did anyway, because I'm going to be seeing them now. But I've listed a couple of books on Vinted. I listed You and Me on Vacation, and what's the other one? All the Little Lights. So those are my 2 least favourite books of the month so far. So I've listed them on Vinted, and yeah, gonna hop in the shower and chill for tonight. Just stay in my PJs all evening. It's 4:39 and I'm gonna finish work because I like to start earlier and finish earlier. So that's my plan. So I'm just gonna fill in my timesheet, hop in the shower, continue listening. I feel like, you know, like I said about the seasons, like we had season 1, season 2, season 3. I feel like season 3 would be the season that got the series cancelled, if that makes sense. It just doesn't feel like the same book it was at the start, or I don't really know. But I'll catch up with you in a bit, and yeah. So I have just finished As Good as Dead, like literally about 2 minutes ago. I don't know, I just feel like a large portion of the last bit was not needed. Don't know. Like I said earlier, like I feel like part 1 I really enjoyed. I was like 4.5, maybe even 5-star vibes from the first part. So I was like, season 1, everyone loves it, everyone watches it. Netflix's highest streamed series. Part 2 is still good, but they took the series in a different direction. Part 3 was just like they were scrapping for ideas. It just, in those parts in my head, even though it was only like 2 parts, it just seemed to get worse. I don't know, I really enjoyed the drama up until that like middle bit. The second part was kind of good, and I really feel like it could have just ended at like that point that I was talking about earlier. And it was good, and it did end nicely, but I don't know. I do feel like it didn't need to be as long as it was. Yeah, I don't know. I still really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I finished off the series. And I still had a fun time, and it was definitely what I was in the mood for, and I was hooked, and I kept picking it up and wanting to pick it up more and more, so that's good. But yeah, I'm just gonna now fill in. I've got my spreadsheets up ready to fill it in, and then I'll update my journal, and then I'll wrap up this vlog afterwards and kind of talk about, maybe go into some spoilery details. So yeah, I'll talk to you in a bit when I wrap this up and give you my final review thoughts. Yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit.
But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you could take me there tonight. Whoa, this life is all we know. Whoa, I can't stay if you can't let it go.
So it's a few days later. I realise I haven't wrapped this vlog up yet, to talk about As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. I wanted this vlog to go up today, so I'm going to quickly film this before it gets dark. I feel like I haven't got much more to say. Like I said, I'll wrap this up and talk about spoilers, but I don't know if I will. So thank you very much if you did make it here. And you don't want to hear any spoilers. I'll do like a very short spoilery section. So thank you if you did make it here and you don't want to hear any more. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll hopefully see you soon with a brand new video. If you don't care about spoilers, then stick around maybe for like another 5 minutes, if that. Okay, so It took me a while to remember who characters were, and I think I said that already. But the bit where I was like, oh, this could be a perfect ending, I'll see if I can find it. It was literally like the trailer. Yeah, I literally have it just before chapter 46. You know, it's like the trailer of like where it goes over the death of Jason Bell, and she's like, this is what I'm going to talk about, and she has snippets from the interview, and then it like on the audiobook it had a little like music and like jingle, and it literally like faded out so perfectly, and I thought, oh, that would be a good ending, because then you don't know how it's going to go, you don't know whether she's going to get caught, whether she's going to get away with it. So I thought it'd be like a cool ending, and then it went like straight away, and it was like chapter 46. It began with a phone call. Hi Pip, it's D.I. Hawkins here. And I was like, oh, didn't finish then. I think it had a cool ending. It was fine. I wasn't overly mad at it. I thought like it just went on a bit longer than it needed to. Overall, I still did enjoy it. I wasn't expecting her to get like all her friends involved to cover up the murder, and I thought she would be a bit more sensible. Like I was not expecting her to go back and like murder Jason like she did. Like I was expecting her to run away. Maybe she's not so much of a good girl anymore. Maybe she should change her podcast name. But right, it was good fun. And I liked the mixed media elements that popped up every now and then, like the interviews. And if you've listened to the audiobook, then you'll know. But the audiobook has like kind of a full cast for the interview and things like that. And like the like for the mixed media and things like that, they had like full cast. Like when, what's his name? I can't remember the character's name already. The one that's charged with like as the DT killer. I don't know if I can find it. My hair is falling. Billy. That Billy character, like he had his own actor, and like the whole interviews for like when he got arrested, they had like full cast, and it had like sound effects. I had to turn the audiobook speed down because of the sound effects, made it harder to hear, because it was literally like as though it was a tape recording as opposed to just like the conversation, which is quite fun. Yeah, I think I'll just leave this at that because I kind of had the same thoughts. It felt a bit long, but I still had a good time. I think I gave it 4 stars, maybe 4.5. No, I think it was 4 stars. It started at 4.5, maybe 5-star vibes. The second half I didn't enjoy it as much, and then like I said, I thought it could have ended there without this bit. That's just my personal opinion, obviously. I still really love this series. It's probably a 4.5 star series for me, and obviously we'll be keeping hold of them, like I'm not getting rid of them. But I'm glad that Becca helped me finish off a series, and my first from my 12 from 12 vlogs. So yeah, off to a good start with that one. I've updated my journal, coloured it in, and wrote my little review, as you probably would have just seen. That's it for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun vlogging again because I haven't done a reading vlog in a long time, or it feels like a long time. Even though actually I posted the Christmasaurus one like last week. I filmed that in November and I haven't done one since, so I enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you soon with a brand new video. Bye.